Okay, I'm going to say it one more time. Okay, say it to me again. Describe a situation that you had to speak English.
English is very popular language, and many people in countries speak English. English is the most in national language spoken across the world. Today I would like to tell about my trip to Thailand. Because I and my family couldn't speak English, so we use English to communicate. When we don't know where to go for pizza one night, I had to ask local people because English is their foreign language too. So the communicators is very limited.
So the communication was limited, so you had to use, what did you use? Body?
So we had to use body language as well.
Good.
The reasons that I remember this story because the local people make me comfortable and comfortable and feel welcome in their country.
Comfortable, not comfortable, comfortable. Comfortable. Yes.
Comfortable.
Okay, and okay, now let's have a look here. It says, now look at the points 1 to 8. Can you see the points 1 to 8?
Yes.
Okay. On holiday, what have I learned? Difficult situation, took a trip, summer break, the emergency services, didn't know how to say and hired a car. On holiday, where will that be? Will that be what you were doing? What happened? How well you communicated? Or explain why you remember the situation? On holiday, what do you think on holiday is?
On holidays, It will have a trip.
On holiday is, say again.
I think on holiday we have a trip.
On holiday will be what you were doing. What you were doing. What's number 2? What I have learned.
What you were doing.
It is why do you remember? What I have learned, why you remember this. Difficult situation.
How well you communicated in the language.
Difficult situation is how well you communicated. Took a trip. What will took a trip be?
What was you were doing?
What you were doing. Summer break.
What was you were doing?
The emergency services.
What happened?
Yes. Didn't know how to say.
How well you communicated?
Hired a car.
What happened?
What happened? Yeah, there's lots of ways you can do that. What happened? You can use these things. You can say, a couple of years ago, I went to Thailand with my parents. Eventually, we got hungry and we wanted to eat, but we didn't know where the pizza restaurant were. So the next thing we did was started walking down the street. This was because we didn't know where we were going. Before we went, my mom suggested we speak and ask locals. At the time, I couldn't speak Siamese. The reason why we had to speak English is because English is the first international language that most people can speak in the world. As soon as we saw somebody, I started communicating in English. Okay, so do you see you can use these words while you tell your story? Okay, so do you want to try and tell me one more time? Try and use these words. A couple of years ago, a couple of months ago, a couple of weeks ago.
Two years ago, my family have a trip to Thailand. We can't speak English, so we switch to English language. One day, my family is family, and want to go to pizza restaurant to eat, but we don't know where to go. So we go to the park, and my mom says we should ask for the local people. had to use English language to ask they, because the English is the slowest language that people can see. But the language is also their foreign language, so the communication is very limited. And we had to use body language too. The locals is very friendly and welcome my family.
Okay. All right, sweetie, you did very good today. We're gonna stop here, okay? And we will do it again next time. Well done. Okay, sweetie, I'm gonna see you soon. Bye, my love.